So welcome back to the Jake and George channel, everybody. It's been a long time since I've posted a video. But right now, as most of you, or probably all of you, should be aware of, we are in the midst of a pandemic. COVID-19, also known as the coronavirus. And while that's going on, I'm sheltering in place at home. Everybody else should be doing the same to limit exposure and to hopefully knock this thing out as quickly as possible. So while we are all quarantined, I decided I'm going to start a segment on my YouTube channel titled QuaranTubed. And this is going to be episode 1 of QuaranTubed. So to catch you up on the pandemic, if you just don't follow the news or you like to live your life in oblivion, in a nutshell, it's a new strain of flu virus, essentially. It's believed to have started in China at a live food market, and all indications point that it was actually brought into the market by bats. Now, has that been nailed down 100% yet? No. But all indications show that this virus came from bats. It got into this live food market somehow. Somebody may or may not have ate one of these bats. And that's how the virus crossed over to humans from animals. And it's just very contagious. There's not a cure for it right now. So the best thing to do is just shelter in place, limit the exposure, and stop the spread of this thing. But it actually started in animals, allegedly bats. Somebody probably ate a bat from this live food market. They became infected with the virus, and now it's been spreading from human to human, and now it's worldwide. But don't fret. I don't think it's going to be the end of the world. Well, it definitely won't be the end of the world. Could be the end of humans. No. Positive thinking here. We're going to kick this thing in the butt, and it's going to be fine. We just got to lay low for a while, which is very hard for us to do. We've become accustomed to always being somewhere on the run, going crazy, working way over 40 hours a week. That was our normal. Well, now we're just going back to what used to actually be an old normal. Let's slow things down a little bit. Enjoy some time. My dog's right here with me. He's taking a nap in the sunlight on the patio. We're going to get through this. We just have to lay low, relax, and enjoy ourselves. So in episode 1 of QuaranTube, I am going to be passing the time with a chia pet. And wait until you see this chia pet. So I'm actually going to be growing a Bob Ross chia pet. And I think it's very appropriate. I've actually grown Bob once already. This will be his second go around. But I think it's perfect. I mean, Bob Ross showed us how to have a good time in isolation. Did you ever watch any of his shows? It's just him and the canvas, painting happy little trees with happy little clouds on a bluebird day. And all was right in the world. Look, that's my dog Hemi. He's not stressing. He lives his life the same way every day. Relaxed, stress-free. He's got food, shelter, water. What more could he need? He's got sunlight and a beautiful day. And we are going to bring Bob Ross back to life. I would watch Bob Ross nonstop. Middle of the day, Bob Ross on the TV. His voice was just so relaxing. He made you at ease. He put you at ease. You felt so good about life. And then what would I do? He'd just lull me right into a nap. Boom. right there on the living room floor, watching Bob Ross, bam, down for the count. If you wanted to put baby Jake to sleep, you sit him down in front of Bob Ross like clockwork. Something about the guy. And I think everybody thinks that way about Bob Ross. He's just such a friendly person on the TV. He related to you. You didn't have to know jack shit about painting. This guy took you step by step through the process, simplified everything for you. He took something that a lot of people would think, I can't do that. This is extremely complicated. There's no way in hell. And he broke it down into something fun, enjoyable, and simplified it. And everybody understood. It was like a universal language. I don't care where you were, Bob Ross found a way to somehow relate to everybody. And that's the sort of attitude that we need right now. Everybody just needs to take the proverbial chill pill right now. I guess we're on, like, I don't know, day 10, day 12 of this quarantine. I guess it depends on when you started counting. A little over a week right now. But that's all we got to do, people. Just chill out. Be like Bob Ross. Find a hobby. Find little things to pass the time. Get yourself a chia pet. Amazon will deliver it. Social distancing, perfect. They'll just come drop it right off at your doorstep. They'll give you the notification. Get yourself a Bob Ross chia pet. All right? Like Castaway. Enjoy this time with yourself. Who did Tom Hanks have in Castaway? Wilson, a volleyball. Well, we're going to have chia pets, all right? Bob Ross chia pet's going to be my Wilson volleyball for as long as I'm in quarantine. This is my life of Castaway. But Bob Ross, I mean, he took it all, and no matter what, he made mistakes all the time. You watched him on TV, Bob Ross made mistake after mistake, and guy never threw down the canvas or tossed his paintbrush. Why? Happy little accidents. And that's what somebody did in China, all right? Somebody made a happy little accident in their culture. They caught this damn virus from a bat. They didn't know the difference. I can guarantee you right now, there's probably not a person on this planet that said, if you eat this, you're going to get a virus that could be lethal and there's no cure for it. Nobody in their right mind's going to do that. All right? So whoever ate this bat probably didn't mean to start this damn pandemic and get everybody, screwed by it. But it happened. And we're going to roll with the punches. Worldwide, we're going to roll with the punches. And we're going to get through it. It's going to be all right. Somebody made a happy little accident. It's going to be all right. We're going to get through it. Honestly, though, people, what a beautiful, beautiful day. Absolutely stunning. Great day to just sit outside, take some time to yourself, decompress. Stresses of life, just let them fade away right now if you can. At least just for a couple hours. Enjoy the day. Even if it's raining where you are, it could be snowing, could be doing anything. But here in Marietta, Georgia, we got a beautiful day. So live it through this video if you need a little sunlight, a little blue skies, a couple happy little clouds just playing up there in the air. But let's get to Bob Ross, all right? So there's a couple things that I had to do for prep. First, I had to unpackage him. Second, he needed to soak in water. He needed a bath for about 30 minutes. So we're going to go inside here. Oh, look, now Hemi's cooling off. Got a little Bob Ross on the TV, actually, to get me in the mood for this video. So we're going to walk through my apartment here. And I have Bob Ross in my spare bathroom. And he's been soaking in the sink here, getting all nice and prepped. And we're going to go ahead and let this water out. And get Bob ready to go here. The other thing that needed to be done is that we needed to prep the chia seeds. And I'll show you how we did that in a second as soon as I drain Bob here. All right, we've got Bob drained. He's got a nice wash to him. Look at that. Hold on, we just got to check this out for a second. Spitting image.
Cut across like that.
Absolute spitting image.
Cut across.
Let's see again, Bob. There you go. Look at that.
Canvas and push it very firmly, and just cut in a happy little border.
Spitting image. So, Bob's been prepped. And the other thing that we had to do, like I said, we'll just set him in this sink for now. So we had to mix these chia seeds together. And how you do this is you take 2 spoonfuls of chia seeds to 1/4 cup of water, and you mix them together. You put them in a dish or a bowl, and you get the seeds mixing with the water, and then every once in a while you stir them, and it becomes like this gel-like paste. And that's so that they stick to Bob's head so he can grow his hair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this outside and we're going to jump to the next step. Alright, so Bob and I have made it outside. We've got him in the drip tray, actually. This will come in handy for when we water him later. But he actually won't be getting any water for the next 2 days. I've done this before. It's not a hard process. Just follow the instructions that Chia gives you. But what happens is you soak him for 30 minutes, take him out of the water, put him in the drip tray, and then we're going to cover Bob's hair with the chia seed paste. And then they say don't water him for 2 days. Let the seeds adhere to his head, let them get stuck on there nice and good, and then we can start filling him up with water. And who knows, you know, I will give you updates. I will give you updates as we go along this process with Bob, just so you can see how he's growing or not growing. Maybe it'll be a dud, but I have confidence in my chia abilities. So how we're going to do this is we're going to take our chia seed mixture, which I have in just a little plastic tray here, and we are going to take these and apply them to Bob's hair. You're looking better already, Bob. Just a little bit here, a little bit there. No rhyme or reason to this. I like to start at the top and work my way down. You might want to start on a side and work your way around. Other people might want to start at the bottom and work their way up. Hey, whatever floats your boat. This is your chia. This is your chia pet. All right? There's no wrong way to do this. As long as you're having a good time, that's all that matters. And make sure not to get them too heavy in one spot. Chia actually tells you about that in their directions. You want to make sure you get a nice, even spread along the chia. That way everything grows in nice and balanced and uniform. Now, Bob and his big fro, I'm going to have to apply more to the back here, and I'll turn him around and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. But for right now, we just want to make sure that we get everything on there nice and even. Just like Bob in real life when he was doing his shows, this is all about you. This is all about you and having a stress-free time. Who says you can't be friends with a tree? Or in this case, a chia pet? You know, I always enjoyed how Bob Ross started his videos. He'd always introduce himself, even though everybody already knew who he was. He'd always make sure to introduce himself, and he would always welcome any new viewers, which was nice. And then for the viewers who were repeat consumers of his show, he would thank them. Every single time Bob would start a show, he would thank them for welcoming him back. Talk about a humble human being right there. He knew that the people watching his show was really what made him him. I mean, without his viewers, Bob Ross is just some guy who paints landscapes in a room by himself. Finally, one day, I don't know if it was Bob's idea, I have no idea whose idea it was, but somebody decided to stick a camera in there with him. And God bless, I am glad that they did. Because Bob Ross is honestly one of the world's wonders. That man, I don't even know how he died. If anybody knows how Bob Ross died, put it in the comments, please, because I cannot remember how he died. I know it was just a few years back, but I can't remember how he died. I can tell you this, definitely wasn't stress related. I would be shocked if the guy had a heart attack. That couldn't be. There's no way his heart rate ever got dangerously high. Alright, Bob, let me get your front here. I think we've got a nice, and that was a good balance of seed mixture right there. That actually worked out very, very well. If you need the seed to water ratio, again, it's 2 teaspoons of chia seeds to 1/4 cup of water. And that worked out perfect for Bob there. I mean, look at this. He is going, this is going to be better than the first time that I grew him. Look at that. Very even, very uniform, nice balance right there. So what's going to happen now is I'm actually going to grow Bob outside. I'll be here every day to monitor him, but this is actually going to be a perfect spot for him. Now, right now, the sun is starting to get behind my place, but this is actually going to be a wonderful spot for him to grow, because starting in the morning, the sun comes up right here, and so he will have direct sunlight for the first half of the day. And then right when it gets to about now, the sun will be right overhead, and then it'll get behind us. That's the rig right there, if y'all are wondering where it's been. I'll probably do a QuaranTube video on it too, give you some updates on what's going on, but right now we're focused on Bob Ross and our happy little chia. Look at the smile on that guy, look at him. He's always smiling. Look at that. Bob Ross chia. So we'll check in, but I'm pretty excited. I think that this is going to work out really well, and I'm really, really happy if you've tuned in for the first episode of QuaranTube. This is going to be a good time, people. We're going to make it through. Everything's going to be all right. Again, just have that Bob Ross mentality. We're going to get through this. Just got to keep our spirits up, do the right thing, protect ourselves and protect one another in the process, and we will get through this. Just like those happy little clouds, those happy little trees, all touching that bluebird sky. Jake in Georgia, signing off.